What up? Post-workout meal. I haven't eaten, been fasting, and I regretted it a little bit because it kind of affected my workout. But we're gonna see if this meal can make me feel more recovered than ever, and we'll see if we really got that feeling that I'm looking for. We'll see after the workout. Jake, why do you keep ending the streams? Well, my first stream was just the push-up stream, and the second stream just got no one in it because the title is cooked, unfortunately, which sucks. I have to make the title a certain thing for people to join in, but it is what it is. So, yeah. But this one is probably going to be, like, the long one, I would say. No burgers today. It's a steak today. I don't know what you think about that, but that's what we got. I need a tripod. I need a tripod for show. Because I don't know if this angle's going to cut it. Alright, yeah, this is probably the most well-cooked part of the steak, so let's see what y'all think. Yeah, I just dropped some juice right on my phone. Nice. Yeah, I got my steak down. It's in the name. Wow. Yeah, another steak actually looks real good. I mean, can't really beat that. It's also the worst time to stream. My best time to stream, mornings. Worst time to stream, like right now or like middle of the day. Late at night is also a good time to stream for me. I'm just saying viewership wise. Most people don't be watching at this time. Yeah, this steak is, I don't know, man. Sorry, keeps dripping juice. He's starting to ramp up as the summer approaches. Yeah, it has been. I mean, it's been like in the hundreds for me, so I'm on a whole different type of heat wave. Probably gonna finish this entire thing. Steak was probably like pound, 1.3 pounds, maybe 20 ounces. I'm gonna finish all of it. We don't get summer here until summer, but still summer. I know, it's weird. It's weird that y'all seasons are different. I don't know how that makes sense. That's where I get confused sometimes. What was weird was I went on a hike today, and it was like 10 degrees cooler because it was up north. And it was early in the morning, and we felt like cold. It was weird. It's a weird feel out in Arizona, but it could happen if you're really, the sun's not in your way, and it's weird. But yeah. Yo, I have 50 push-ups left in the day because I've done 150 so far. Good stuff, bro. Keep going. Good shit. I think I'm gonna start doing more push-ups, to be honest. I've been finishing my workouts with them. I think I need to have like dedicated days where I only do push-ups. I'm gonna do push-ups 5 days a week of stuff. Yeah, this chat really got no one. Both these streams kind of didn't really pop, unfortunately. Is what it is. Nothing I can really do about it, but keep streaming, keep trying to get more people, I guess. So, here's what we got. We got a nice looking steak. I'll tell you that. Tell you that for a fact. Like, no matter what. Got a nice looking steak. Here's the thing. If you guys want to change your life with one food, I'm gonna have to say it's this. I'm sorry. Not only will eating this change your life, but if you eat only this and you cut out all the other BS, you can't lose. That's my mindset. maybe y'all will see what it's like to have that no quit mentality. Y'all will be able to see it firsthand. Why is there no one in the... No, it's just there's no one in here right now, bro. There was a hell of people in here this morning. It's just, for whatever reason, at this time, there's just not a lot of people watch my stuff at this time. $120. I don't even remember breaking 120 once. And that day was weird. But I just gotta go back to my outside primal, vibe. I'm not doing what I typically do. I'm doing a Q&A, eating a meal, Also, I started 3 different streams before this, so the algorithm's not going to push it out as much. Be careful what you hear because realize. Direction is more important than speed. What up? Was good. See, people are going to start hopping in now. And that's what I'm saying. That's why the no quit mentality always works. Because if you don't quit, you can't lose. And I'll prove that point live every single time. Every single time I'll do it live. Just like Michael Jordan. But Michael Jordan was a little bit more legendary with it. Same mentality, though. Same exact mentality. Don't quit. Can't lose. Steak. post-workout meal, 1.5 pound ribeye, tanking it. It's been good in the beginning. Now it's getting a little tough, not gonna lie, but doesn't mean anything except keep striving, keep working, keep winning. Simple as that. Like, for me, no matter what I'm doing, I want to put the no quit mentality in it. So, if I'm eating steak, still no quit. No quit is I gotta finish the steak. Simple as that. Is it a big steak? Yes. But, also, you hear the story that MJ lost to a grandma in poker, and he worked insanely hard to become the good at poker, then showed up at our front door at 6 a.m. to be here. Sounds like something he'd do. But MJ was just different, bro. You gotta understand. I talked about this in my live earlier this morning. MJ was the type of guy that was so crazy where he made up fake things that people were saying to him to motivate him. Like, almost like he would like almost like imaginary like haters, and I don't know. He was a very kind of a psychopath, okay. But that psychopath has 6 rings. How many rings does anyone in this chat have? Probably 0. And if you do have rings, the fact that you're in my chat is sick. Talk about NBA championship rings, by the way. Not just any ring. Yeah. No, but he didn't come up to him. He scored a bunch of points to prove that he was better than him. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't even want to say anything because he was so mad at the fake scenario he made. Because he was smart enough to be like, clearly humans get manipulated. I'm gonna manipulate my own brain to become an absolute beast on this court. That's basically what I think he like somewhat said to himself. Maybe he didn't say it exactly like that, but that was part of his mentality. But he very much had like a prove it mentality. Like, did you hear one of my favorite MJ stories? This is when he was retired. Where so Michael Jordan was doing like this camp for kids. Like the most, non-competitive threat to MJ. And like there was this weird challenge that was like, if MJ misses a shot, everyone gets free shoes. Everyone gets like free Jordan or something like that. So MJ, no matter how good he is, could easily be like, for the kids, I'm gonna miss a shot. Make these kids happy. Give them the shoes. No, he didn't do that. He couldn't handle it. So instead, he made every single shot that was part of this dumb challenge of whoever these promoters were stupid to make this challenge. And then it was like no kids got shoes or some crazy shit. Maybe some kids still got shoes. I don't know. But the fact that MJ was like, no, like this, like, no, like I care more about my pride and my ability for you guys to call me out for making shots, even though I'm retired, than these kids in this charity that I'm doing or whatever he's doing, camp or whatever. To give kids shoes. To like remember that experience with the greatest basketball player of all time. But that's what makes him the greatest. Is that crazy competitive mentality of, nope, none of these kids can think I'm washed up. None of these kids can think I don't have the sauce. They all need to know how good I am. Maybe some kid walked up to him and they're like, LeBron's better than you. And he's like, what? No. He took it personally against kids. See, I think about that sometimes because I'm okay. Well, this dude who's got 6 rings, right? A billionaire and used to not have money. Basically one of the biggest influences in sports of all time. And he's over here retired, taking things personal from kids. Like, what does that mean? Like, what is that? Like, is that good? Is that bad? Is that, like, good that he does that? Is it, like, no, that's sad. I don't know why he's still like this. Like, why is he, like, what does that mean? Like, I want to know. Like, holy. Okay. I think he was a psycho, bro. No, he was low-key a psycho. But it was not like a psychopath, like he didn't feel emotions. It was a psychopath, like he was like just obsessed. And he was willing to do whatever it took to, like, win. You know what I mean? Like, for Michael Jordan, he didn't really care how much he liked someone. Like, I noticed, like, nowadays, like, sometimes players, like, they join up because they, like each other. Like, they see each other in an all-star game, and they're like, oh, this dude's actually chill. Like, they end up, making a super team or whatever. Jordan didn't really care about that. He only cared about who's good. That's why he didn't really like Dennis Rodman, but he really, really liked how good he was. So for him, I was like, that's all I need. I just need to be good. I don't need, all the other BS he does. Whatever, we'll figure it out. That was basically his mindset. And they won all those rings. Y'all should watch The Last Dance, actually. I think some of y'all really need that. Like, perspective, mentality, just vibe, overall. I mean, understand he punched Steve Kerr at practice to test him. Well, that's the thing, is that this is what happens when you have somebody that is so, prideful about his dominance on the court. So think about it this way. You're the best player. You tell everyone what to do, and you know you're the best, and there's nothing that you don't tell anyone to do that you don't do. So you're basically the best, and you're telling everyone what to do. And then some new guy, right, starts, talking back to you. Like, no one's ever talked back to him. Like, at that moment, Michael Jordan made a decision to be like, no. This sets the tone for everything, okay? If he sees that I don't react to this, then everybody on the team is going to start getting ideas that they could react that way. So instead, his brain went straight to, primal survival mode, dominance on hierarchy team, tyrant of the team, I need to make sure this person understands his place. So he punched him. MJ said he felt, bad after. He felt like a wimp, kind of, because he, basically punched, the smallest guy on the team. But that's that mentality of just, you're the best player, and you're just, the idea of some other player that's not putting nearly as much work as you, trying to, disrespect you in front of the team. Michael Jordan's like, no, I'm sorry. No, I'm not allowed. Sorry. Can't, he just couldn't handle it. Shaq also punched Kobe. And I'm sure it was basically the very similar situation. Just couldn't handle, talking, and there's like, okay, you think you're the shit? Like, I think I'm the shit too, Like, it's just as simple as that. Seen Last Dance 2020? Bro, I've seen Last Dance probably like 5 times in a row. I have a question. What up? What was good? Steve Kerr gained his respect because he stood up for himself. And they went on. Well, yeah, no, he definitely, he saw that he didn't back down, which he liked. Because Michael Jordan was more like, well, Michael Jordan was definitely trying to assert dominance, but he also was like, okay, at the end of the day, like, this is a test, and he kind of passed. Like, because he was able to fight back, and he would rather him fight back than be like a wuss, because he knows that he needs that for championship, like, type vibe. That's all I cared about. It took MJ a long time to win a championship, though. If you actually watch the series. Yeah, him and Kobe had that mom mentality. Kobe played 1-on-1 against the Shadow. Is it bad I ate a whole cake? Yes, it is bad. Really, really bad. Kobe practiced free throws with a broken arm. What are you eating? Steak. Jesus loves you, bro. Thank you. And Kobe would stare at the sun for a long time to get used to bright flashes in the arena. That's hilarious. No, he didn't. No way. I don't believe that. But that's funny. He did. I would love to, like, see. I've never seen that. I watched a lot of Kobe stuff. Trust me. I watched a lot of Kobe stuff. Never once have I seen him talk about him staring at the sun. I knew he would get up very early. I knew that he was like that. Because he was all about, like, the idea of training early means you rest earlier and then you train again early. Like if you train at 4 a.m., you rest at 6 a.m. You can train again at 9 a.m. You rest at, 11 a.m. You can train again at like 3 or 4 a.m. You know what I mean? That was his mentality. I'm from Brazil. What up, bro? What's good? Just eating steak right now. But yeah, Kobe had a lot of injuries. I mean, they all did. They all got injuries. All of them. I remember my dad was working at McDonald's and he sees this random young guy, and the guy witnessed my dad get Employee of the Month. The young guy started waking up at 3 a.m. on his burger flipping. Well, I mean, bro, whatever gets you going, I guess. Yo, How To Basic. What up, if you actually have any of that OG How To Basic videos, that's fire. I wonder if this guy still has a channel. All right. Don't want to get too much char. I'm not mad at this performance. Bro, what it sounds like you're describing is the first SpongeBob episode. He started practicing stacking lettuce on buns, cheese. He would do it with his eyes closed until he got Employee of the Month. That was Kobe. What up, blue butterfly? It looks like blueberry. I could go. No, never mind. I'm not gonna say that. So, yeah, definitely some, definitely some feeling here, but also after eating that meal, feels a little bit better actually. Let me keep it real. I don't know if I just need to stack up with a meal. I don't know what it was, but I don't know. I'm not gonna hyperanalyze it. That's not gonna do any good. Larry Bird was the coldest trash talker, though. He told you he was gonna do 20 before it scored 20 in the game using his left hand. Yeah, he was a beast. But you'll never see. But that's the thing is, like, after Larry Bird, then it was just Michael Jordan. Then that was it. Like, I mean, if you see the documentary, you can literally see fucking Larry Bird being like, I've never seen someone like MJ in my entire life. Like, when you have basically the best NBA player of all time in that era, aside from, like, Magic Johnson, basically saying, I've never seen anyone play like this in my entire life. This guy is insane. Like, and Larry Bird was like a dickhead. Larry Bird was not like a nice guy that was like constantly just giving people compliments and being super nice and supportive. He was a trash talker. He was like, you suck. Like, you don't deserve to be in the NBA. Like, he made people feel bad. Like, he was like, bro, like, you'll, like he actually was like mean to people. And when he saw MJ, he's like, nope, this guy is different. This guy is insane. I've never seen anything like that in my entire life. Like, I mean, the dude dropped, like, 62 points. I mean, like, what was it, like, 49 and 62? Like, Larry Bird was just like, the fuck did I just watch? Seriously. You can watch the interview. Larry Bird's literally sitting there like, I don't know what I just watched. That was insane. Like, but that's what you get when you have the dude that takes anything personal to this day. You know, you get those reactions, and then you get, you know, some things that aren't as great. Shit. It was kind of a dumb thing to happen. See, this is why y'all can't quit. Now I got 12 viewers in here. I was barely getting anything before. Okay. Hell yeah. Well, this has been good. This has been a good stream, actually. I know there's, like, flies everywhere, and I know y'all are like, bro, what the fuck? But that's just my life, right? Oh, my God. Okay. I don't even know what to think about anything right now, except, like, I don't know. I'm like low-key at a loss of words, and for no ways that you guys would ever understand. So that's the only issue. Or, I mean, it's not an issue. It's fine. Y'all don't need to understand, but I'm just, yeah. I don't even know what to say. Okay. What do we got? Clips of him saying that. Wait, sorry. My account is Blue Butterfly because one of my family members passed away, and I wanted to put something to remember the person because she liked Blue and the butterfly. So I put because of that. Gotcha. It's cool. It's a cool name. Yo, Jake, what up? There's clips of him saying that. Buddy, a second. Yo, man, what up? What up, yes sir? How are you doing, dude? Could you put your hand in the screen for Lamar Jackson edit, bro? Looking for Lamar Jackson edit. Okay. Ready? Hand on the screen. There you go. Hopefully that worked. But if not, then I don't know. I also don't know about a lot of things in this world. But I do know that not quitting is probably the best way to win at life. BRB, it's Arizona Heat flag on God, yeah. God, I'm just at a loss. Loss for words, man. Absolute loss for words. I know we're getting lots of more likes on this. But, yeah. That's all I gotta say. Lost for words. Yeah, no, this is the Arizona flag right there. Yeah, but you play Madden? Yeah, I used to play Madden. That was my main sport, or my main video game. Look at my old videos. you could see how good I was. Honestly, I'll probably beat anyone in this chat in Madden. Okay, if there's any sport I'm like actually competitive at and maybe could ever win money doing, probably Madden. Can you play next stream, bruh? I'm not gaming streaming anymore. Or, I mean, I'm not gaming channel anymore. Bro, I never see your roommate. Bro, they're usually gone. You play Madden, like I said. Retro Bowl or Madden CFB, I guess. How I started YouTube and I only have one sub. I really want to do a live like you. Bro, keep posting shorts until you get those 50 subscribers. You know? Think about it. If you never get those 50 subscribers, you're never going to be able to do the live. Have you ever played, I don't know what Retro Bowl is. Why do you still have that toothpick? Still have it. I just got one from my closet like a minute ago. I have like 100 of these, right? Back in the OG stream setup. Only reason we weren't in the OG stream setup was simply because of me eating my meals. Oh man, yeah. Retro Madden is, Retro Bowl is Madden, but free, but graphics 16-bit, nice. That's interesting. I'm noticing some interesting things, but I'll tell you that meal made me feel a lot better. So I just gotta keep doing that. You love Retro Bowl, it's actually such a vibe. Okay, well maybe I'll try it out then. If it's that good. I don't want to play video games like that anymore, but if it's really a vibe like that. Kawhi, what up? Retro Bowl, you can manage a team and play a game, but you can't play defense. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know how any of this stuff works. I don't know. I haven't played, like I said, I haven't played video games in a really long time, and yeah, I don't see myself ever really going back to playing video games daily like that. Like, there could be some points where, like, oh, maybe I played a little bit, but, you know. Who gives a fuck about defense, though? I see your point for a video game aspect. You know what I mean? Because when it comes to video games, I'd much just rather be on offense, you know, because it's just like, yeah, defense is cool, but, like, you want to score touchdowns, you know. I have a game tomorrow night. I'm excited because it's the first tournament, and I'm on the same team as my bestie. Last year, my bully was playing on the same team and told me I suck. So, well, tomorrow's a chance to really do real well in the game and actually, you know, prove, you know. I don't know if the bully's still there. What if the bully's on a different team? Then you gotta beat the bully. That'd be a cool story. You get to be NFL manager and play draft players. Manage facilities and stadiums, hire coaches, and there's a new truck mode, which is back. And there's also a college version, and the option better than the original. And this is in Madden, or is this a game in Madden, or this is its own separate like game? He used to play 10 hours a day on holiday break. I was cooked, bro. Jesus Christ. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing playing video games for 10 hours? Own a game. Bro, I'm telling you, like, I don't know about you guys. I don't want to get too, like, deep or sad here. But when y'all, like, ever complete a video game, like, completed all the levels, do you ever get that, like, empty feeling of, like, now what? Or, like, you know, like, you ever get that? When you're, like, playing video games, like, the empty feeling of, like, now what? Like, okay, I did everything. Like, I won, like, 10 Super Bowls with this team. Like, now what? Do I, like, make another guy? Like, what's the whole point of even doing that? Like, did it even matter in the first place? Like, do you guys get that feeling or not? I'm going to ask if it's just me or if other people get that feeling. Because I get that feeling a lot when I play video games. I'm just like, what did I just do? Like, why did I just do that? Like, what was the point? Like, does any of that actually matter in the, like, grand scheme of my reality? Yeah, it got old after a few weeks. Yeah, but, like, I'm just talking about, like, video games in general. Like, I mean, obviously, yeah, like, a new game is definitely going to be, you know, cool, but, like, I don't know, at a certain point, shit gets interesting, to say the least. Right now, I'm trying to pick to get more subs. You gotta do whatever you gotta do to get more subs. Post more shorts. And, yeah. Now, I just want to be one of my friends. I'm actually like it because I learned a lot, and I know most of football knowledge from Madden now. Yeah, we don't play video games anymore. Well, so like I said, it's not like you don't have to not play video games anymore. It's just like the idea of it being something that you're like pursuing towards, like a goal that you like use like a lot of brain power on. That to me kind of just sounds, you know, like I feel like if I were to play a video game, I'd want it to be very non-brain like activity. Like when I used to play Madden, I used to like look at the item binder, go to the auction, like look to see who the best players were and how much they were. And now all of a sudden, like, I do that with life. And the only video games I like to play are like Mario Kart because it's just a race. Like I'm not thinking about anything else but just racing. Like I swear, like at this point, the only video games I like are like mindless games because I've been using I use my brain on, you know, actual things that when I do play video games, I want to turn my brain off to a certain extent. So, yeah. Like the mind skill part of Madden. Yeah, Madden also just flows with me. But I'm more talking about the fact that like when I used to have like an ultimate team, I would like be worried about stuff like sets and like collecting cards to like get a certain card and like, oh, is this pack good? Is this pack good? Like, should I get this guy off the auction block? Like I'd sit there for 2 hours waiting for someone to put someone on the auction block that was cheaper, just to end up buying the original guy. Like that takes like that's like what if I applied those like auction skills I had in Madden to like I don't know like day trading? Who knows how much more money I would have made, like actual money, not like getting fake cards. I'm just saying, man. Should play Dress to Impress all, yeah. Yeah, I don't even know what that is. Oh, but Retro both in 2021 was fine. Yeah, I got like manipulating my opponent and trying to fight the right play or trying to find the right play to beat his defense, whether it's cover 3 or 4 or man on man. Gotcha. Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah. I like a 4-3, to be honest. I don't like a 3-4. I like 4 rushers, 1 yellow, 2 purples, and then 4 blues. That's what I like. If you really know Madden, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's when I actually started to really be able to beat people in Madden. Is when like before I was like good at Madden, I was good at scoring touchdowns, I was good at offense, but I would just not care on defense. Once I started to actually beat people, was once I started to learn how to use my defense the correct way, and I just became like use the middle linebacker, and it was a whole different situation. Can you read my second comment to the last reel? Yeah, I'll check the comments later. I don't even know where the fuck my computer's at. I actually don't know. It's like weird. I feel like I should know where it is, and I don't, which is just, I don't know. Makes me feel like I lost it. But I know I didn't. But who knows, man? Some people comment things that have nothing to do with the reels. I'll say like something like in the reel, like talking about motivation or testosterone or something like that, and they'll be like, I don't know, like something that has nothing to do with it. Just something that has absolutely nothing to do with it. That's what I notice. Maybe that's just me noticing things. This one dude also commented something very, very interesting. And I kind of want to make like a whole video on his comment. Because it was like good to the point where I'm like, yo, low key, like I could like make a reaction to this comment. Because this comment, low key, like, it works. So what was your comment, J-Pop? Let's see. Look, I can't see anything. I meant comment on the stream. Oh. When you play a game is Minecraft like once a month. Retro 2020 was fire. Yeah. This one dude commented on my thing. I still want to bring this up, so it's fine that we brought this up. My friends get mad at how good I am at user and linebacker. Yeah, I definitely understand that. I'm like a lurk demon. Hell yeah, bro. Hi, what up, what up? What's your favorite wrestler? I don't think I have one, to be honest. Good night, bro. You my fave. Thank you. Thanks, bro. Yeah. So this dude, he commented this when I said I made a YouTube short saying 5 simple steps to increase testosterone naturally, right? Said don't eat bullshit, train hard, connect with nature, avoid toxins, all that different stuff. This dude comments this. He says just eat healthy, get enough sleep and exercise. If that isn't getting your T up to normal levels, then you may actually have a medical issue. If your T levels gets crippled by seed oils or touching a receipt, it was low in the first place. So, this guy actually doesn't even bring up a horrible point, but I want to challenge it. So his entire point is, hey man, I know you're giving out all this testosterone advice, but to be honest, if a person really was getting low testosterone from things like seed oils or receipts, touching receipts, they probably didn't have good testosterone in the first place. So he's not even saying, that they're that bad. Or it's just saying if you really have that bad of testosterone, then yeah, you're going to get affected by it. And my challenge to him is like, okay, well, let's go with everything that you're saying is correct, because I'm not really even saying you're wrong here. What should those people that are born with those low testosterone situations do? He just said, because he literally said, then you may have a medical issue. Okay, so those people with those medical issues, right? That if they're getting crippled because the seed oils and touching receipts gives them low test. If that's a person that has that situation, why would they not be avoiding these things and trying to do everything to optimize their testosterone? Because clearly the medical field's not going to work. And then you just say, oh, hop on TRT, and then we wonder why all these people, do these, hormone replacement therapy or testosterone or whatever replacement therapy, and it just doesn't work. Sometimes it works, if the dude does it right, but most of the time it really doesn't, because they're not going to the root issue. So this guy's whole point is like, bro, like, these little things aren't going to affect your health that much, and if they do, then your health was already shit to begin with. And my point is like, well, if your health is shit to begin with, then why wouldn't you optimize every little thing to make it better? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't even disagree with what he's really saying, and I don't even think he really disagrees with what I'm saying. I think we more just have two different perspectives on one person thinks that there should be a medical, issue, and if there's a medical issue, then it's a whole different situation. And for me, I think, well, if the medical situation is happening, then why would we not optimize everything? You know what I mean? Like, if they really suffer from low testosterone, then why would we not make them a diet with no seed oils? If he's claiming that only maybe that does a 1% effect, you know what I mean? Then why would you not do that 1%? I don't believe it does that. I believe it does way more of an effect. But if you just truly believe that, then why would you still not do it? So you got to kind of think in those terms a little bit. Sorry, I'm late on this chat, and we gotta get here. Usually I like cover 3 hard flat. It's spamming screens is hell annoying. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I think just the cover 4 is the best, to be honest. Can you put your hand in the camera for an edit? Sorry, hope you got it. Hope you were screen recording. Do you play Roblox? No, but that was the first time you or I got that ask in a minute. Heard about the Indian plane crash? I didn't. Today I did 80 squats, 200 jumping jacks. Why? Nice. So I will say though, like, the jumping jacks are good, but like, I'd much prefer 20 push-ups than 200 jumping jacks. I know, but that's my take. I did 150 push-ups. Good stuff. Good stuff. How many kg can you push in bench press? I haven't benched in like a year and a half, but if I were to assume, probably around like 100 something. I think the bench press question is probably the most asked question for a lift, which is funny because it's like such a interesting lift that like so many people are built for like one person with much shorter, like stubbier arms could have a way better experience with the bench press than someone with really long, lengthy arms. You know what I mean? Like, it's very interesting. I do cover 4 quarters sometimes too. Why don't you bench? I hurt my shoulder when I benched like a year and a half ago, and I've just been doing dumbbells ever since to try to keep my shoulders recovered. And I might go back to bench at some point. I'll still keep the dumbbells incorporated, but yeah, I notice I don't really need it to build my chest, I would say. But I still would like to maybe get into like some incline Smith machine bench press. I feel like that would hit nice. But we'll see. Is it the shoulder angle? Yeah. Shoulder angle number 1, number 2, like I said, this happens for a lot of taller, lengthier guys. It's just my body's not really built for the lift as well as someone like someone who's shorter or stubbier. Like someone that's like 5'4", like 180 pounds and is like pretty muscular. That dude is gonna have a much better experience benching, so they're gonna be able to hit heavier weight, number 1, with less range of motion. Because, like, think about it. Say someone with super long arms is doing it. They got to push all this way. But if someone with half the size of the arms lengthwise, they have to only do that. You know what I mean? So it's a whole different experience. So for me, personally, aside from the actual, like, safety of it, I also wanted the ability to upgrade my lifts and, progress. And that's what I think dumbbells really help me do. So I could do really heavy on dumbbells for my body weight, which, I'm happy about. But yeah, that's just kind of what happened with that situation. I feel like push-ups are the best workouts in general. Yeah, I agree. Put your hand in the cam for Lamar Jackson at it. There you go. My traps are sore. I can't get enough of it. Like with the dumbbells, it's like comfortable for your shoulders, but with the bench, you got to parallel with the bar. Bro, how many Lamar Jackson edits? I know everyone's doing Lamar Jackson edit, apparently. It's crazy. Yeah, it's interesting. Also though, I will give you guys this. I have not touched like the bench press workout in so long, to the point where I don't really know how my new body would even react to it. So who knows? Maybe the dumbbell presses have helped me out, and now my body's become a little bit thicker, and now the range of motion is different. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a try soon. I've been thinking about it for sure. I'd definitely start off with Smith machine though, just to be careful. But yeah, no, I would like to incorporate it back at some point. I just notice a lot of people that hurt their shoulders, they just end up saying like, yeah, I just quit bench press. I just couldn't do it anymore. Some people I know that hurt their shoulders, they literally refuse to do pressing movements. They're like, nope, I can't do a pressing movement. I'll just do cable flies, chest flies. I'll stretch out my chest as much as possible, but I am not doing any pressing with my chest. Like, they just can't do it. They just don't want to do it. They don't like how it feels. They don't like, and I'm just like, okay. Like, I don't know if you guys know. You guys should know who this is, but you guys probably don't. His name is TNF, and he's like a really, really big, like, you know, a big fitness influencer, sciencey guy that like talks about logical stuff. Anyway, he literally made a video saying, "I'm done doing pressing movements," and like this guy's very reliable. Like he's very like everyone likes him. Like everyone like is this like this is our guy. Like this is a guy, and he just literally goes out and just says, "I'm done doing pressing movements." Everyone's like, what are you talking about?" And then other people are like agreeing with him. They're like, "Bro, yeah, no, screw that. Like pressing movements are done. Like we're in 2025. We're not trying to." And I'm just like, "What are we talking about?" Look, here's the thing. I'm doing pressing movements. I don't care. It is what it is. I need to do my pressing movements. But the idea of just doing like chest flies, cable flies, and like dips for chest, like I see the argument for muscle growth and contraction. But when it comes to just like raw like power, you can't tell me that pressing movements don't give someone that. I think their point was that they feel it more in their triceps and their delts. But I mean, if that's the case, then I think what you say is okay. Then I guess I'm going to be hitting my triceps and my delts a little bit harder for this specific exercise. You know what I mean? And maybe you make a specific workout where you say this is tricep and delt day, and then you just do your, you know, pressing movements, because you're clearly not hitting your chest during your pressing movements. That's why you don't even want to do it anymore, and that's why you're resulting in this other thing. But I know no one's. I feel like not many people that watch me are advanced in that kind of lifting, where they've already gotten to the point where they're like, no, I'm done with pressing movements. Because in theory, it sounds idiotic, but like if you know what like they're actually getting at, you understand. Like, wait a second, like I see what you're talking about. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Screw that. Like, I like my push-ups. I like my presses, but like the idea of just doing like chest flies, cable flies, dips for chest is just, I don't know. I mean, go ahead. Let's see what happens. I guess that's I guess my only mindset and perspective is you're just gonna have to test it out and see what happens. But I get it though. Like, I'm not gonna say I don't get it. Like, sometimes I'm just like, at the end of the day, like some people's shoulders are really hurt, some people's bodies are really hurt, and they're just like, bro, like there's like what is even the point of me like what's the point of me even like doing this? But there is a point. Don't worry, there's always a point. Broke my toe playing b-ball on the slides the day before July 4th, and 2 days before overnight a 5-day night basketball camp that I already paid for. I had to play like a splint. I could barely run. Well, that is going to give you a tougher mentality. Gusting, your friend's busy. Busy today? I don't think so. He might be streaming soon. I don't know. He said he had a really good stream though. This today, like he said, he had like 18 people in the stream, so that's good. He's gonna start kind of doing his own thing. Like I said, I was like, we'll do collab streams, but that's not gonna be like all the time. Like I was, I wanted to do them in the beginning just to get y'all to see what's good, like get him, his beginning traction and stuff. But at the end of the day, like, we're gonna be doing, different stuff, and we'll combine it when we need to. Holy spam bile, and yeah, I know. You think about that trampoline dodgeball stream? Oh yeah. It's just gonna have to be the next time that I go to that trampoline park. So we're just gonna have to set it up like that. Like next time I go there, then I'm just gonna have to stream that. I played through it, but it sucked because I was. You guys hear that voice crack? Because I was 30% and had to watch everyone else have fun while I was regulated to catch and shoot player because I could barely move. Yo, when's the hoop stream? Basketball stream should actually be soon. I'm not even gonna lie. It really should be. But yeah, I'm low-key, I'm kind of done. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I've had a long day today. It's been a long stream to a certain extent. And, I understand the whole idea of, like, no-quit mentality. We're trying to win, trying to become the best versions of ourselves. But also, sometimes you gotta be like, okay, like, what is the best version of myself? Is the best version of myself doing more? Or, working to do something else. Also, I feel it a little bit more in my other chest. So maybe I don't have this weird soreness. I don't know. Anyway, but this was a good stream. If y'all got any more comments or any more concerns, any more controversial statements, drop them now because who knows when I'll stream next. Now, I'll probably stream tomorrow morning, low-key. I'm definitely going to be putting out a lot of content tomorrow, though. So stay in tune for that. Can I get your... Okay, so like I said, if anyone wants to DM me one-on-one, Instagram link is in my YouTube bio, so you can literally just click that link, DM me through there, and yeah, I'll get you back to you if you're interested in my coaching, anything like that. But other than that, we're gonna end it here. So don't quit, okay? Try to win at whatever you're doing, okay? Try to not lose. Understand that God is going to throw things in your way that are not going to be easy. And that's what's going to make it actually more worth it. And yeah, it's hard. You didn't get an advantage in certain things. But you did get an advantage in some things, okay? So you have to understand that. And use your advantages to your advantage. And minimize the weaknesses. When do you think you're going back to the trampoline park? I don't know, bro. Probably like, I don't know. We're going to have to plan that out. I got a lot of planning to do. I haven't been on my planning grind at all. I've been on my doing grind, but I need to get more on my planning grind. I'm actually planning stuff out. I just noticed I'm not, like, one of my biggest disadvantages. I don't know why I'm still doing the stream. I was about to say we're going to end it. But the last thing I'm going to say. One of the biggest things I noticed when doing the stream is that in general, I don't plan anything. I don't plan my streams. I don't plan what I do. Like, I don't plan my schedule. Like, I don't have a plan for tomorrow. I'm just going to wake up and start doing things and then, like, see what happens. You know what I mean? And, like, it's okay for the sporadic moments in the life living, like, hey, yeah, just do this. All of a sudden, oh, didn't expect that to happen today vibe. But also, at the end of the day, I'm sitting here with no, like, structure. And I think it's starting to catch up to me because things are starting to get like real and getting better in my business, but the non-structure part of it is catching up because it's like, okay, like you got this going on, you got this going on, this is all good and stuff, but now you need structure. Now you need a system that's going to work to make sure that this is maintained and actually works well. So you got to keep that in mind that there's all these different things that are coexisting inside of each other. Like like even the stream. I mean, you guys can watch the stream go full through. Like for the beginning, there was literally only one person in here, and he was like, "Bro, like, why is there no one in here anymore?" Like, and I'm just like, "Bro, this is why you have to have the no quit mentality because people hop in like later. You just gotta keep going and keep grinding." And then the second I said that, not 5 minutes later, people start hopping in, and then all of a sudden we had like 20 people in here. So this is the thing: is you have to be able to understand and see the light on the other side. There's always light on the other side. Always, always, always. I don't care what anyone says. There's always light on the other side, and you just gotta find it. Sometimes it takes a little bit harder, like time to deep search for it, but it's actually gonna make it more worth it. Just imagine if you took like 1 minute to find something, or what if it took like 10 hours to find something? What's more satisfying? You know what I mean? So yeah, not to get on like no tangents or anything, but again, I just want y'all to win. I want y'all to not quit. I want y'all to keep grinding, keep striving for the best version of yourself, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Simple as that. And I know y'all could do that because y'all stayed on the stream. Y'all didn't leave. Y'all didn't weren't like, oh my god, like I'm done like listening to this. Like you actually stayed here because you want to listen to this. So if you stayed here, that means you have something more in you. You have something deeper in you that could actually, be better. So if you have that, use it. It's screaming at you. It's literally screaming at you at this point. So just use it. Just use it. Stop procrastinating and just actually use it. Seriously. I know. I know. There's such a disadvantage. There's all these excuses, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about the excuses. What matters is that you win aside the excuses. All right. That'll be the end of it. So hope y'all had a good one. Don't quit. Always win. A loss is just learning. And you never lose if you don't quit. Comment if you got anything else. Peace out.